Hello everyone, I'm Mirsaman Tajbakhsh. I was involved in UTCTF as the main corresponder. In this year, we mainly focused on Android challenges and it caused some critiques from the participants. But I want to talk about one of the write-ups of the UTCTF of this year. The challenge name is SpamLess, and it says that welcome to our hidden onion mail server. Create your user and send an email to this address, admin@utctf.onion. You can create your account in here. If your email is not a spam one, the admin will respond your email with the flag. Admin will check the system each 15 minutes. Hint: you may receive that your email wasn't delivered. Don't worry, it's okay. And there is another hint here, and it says that DKIM selector for the email signing is DKIM. Okay, so uh, let's forget about the onion hidden mails and let's focus on spamless emails. Okay, so there is two main techniques for what was it? Oh, it's updating itself. Okay. Uh, what's this? Okay, let's create a page here. Okay, there are two main techniques for preventing spams in emails. One is SPF, the other is DKIM. So let's briefly talk about how these techniques are working. Uh, Firstly, let's talk about the SPF. Okay, there is a mail server, sends an email, it receives an email. Okay, this is mail server and this is the mail client. Actually, the formal name for this is mail transfer agent. uh, Mail client sends an email to the mail server. For example, it says that it's from, I don't know, abc.com. So the mail transfer agent checks its domain for TXT records. In the TXT records of abc.com, it can configure that the only IPs allowed to send email is 1.2.3.4. This IP only can send email, or I don't know, this domain can only send email. These IPs of this domain can only be used for sending email. So the mail server checks that if the received IP is 1.2.3.4 or not. If it's okay, so SPF test will pass. If it's not, then someone who says that I'm a@abc.com is in conflict with the announced IP of abc.com itself, because ABC only uh, approves that 1.2.3.4 allows to send email to any email server. So if the IP is not 1.2.3.4, for example, the IP is 5.6.7.8. So the mail server can suspect this email as a spam. Okay, this is the SPF technique, which is used for preventing spam. And obviously related to this question. The other technique is DKIM, and it's a digital signature of email. Okay. For now, again, there is a mail client here and mail server here. I have mail account in this mail server. For example, this mail server is abc.com, and I have email in this server. I'm a@abc.com. I'm going to send another email to, I don't know, a@gmail.com, another domain. When I want to send email, I firstly make an SMTP connection with my server and authenticate myself as a@abc.com and send the email to a@gmail.com. So abc.com's mail server do a little trick. It signs digitally some header fields of this email. For example, subject, I don't know, it can be it's vary. For example, subject, I don't know, uh, um, date, and any other things. Okay, so it digitally signs these information, and the signature is attached to the email and sent to a@gmail.com. So gmail.com has the email itself. This is the email file and the signature. Actually, it's not very readable, but I mean this is the signature and this is the email file. Actually, this signature is attached as an email header. So because of the simplicity, I separated the signature from email. But a@gmail.com received this email and again asks the abc.com domains for the public key and for checking the signature. So in this signature there is another information here named selector, DKIM selector. For example, selector is B. Gmail.com asks abc.com for B dot underline domain key dot abc.com. So this is the procedure of DKIM. And in this record, there's a txt record here, which says that which has the public key of abc.coms for B selector. The public key for B selector. Okay, so gmail.com can have public key of this selector and can verify if the signature is correct or not. So these are two techniques for checking spam. So it's very clear till now. So we should send an email that have SPF and DKIM to the mail server. But the main problem is that it's behind a hidden service. So something is weird here. Till now I spoke about SPF and DKIM, and now I'm going to describe the write-up. Okay. Till now we know that there is a mail server behind hidden service. This is the Tor This is the mail server. Okay, we can create our account here. Let's say a@b.com is created. I can connect to this hidden mail server. You can check my website for hidden mail server configuration in Tor and how to connect to it. It's here. You can check the video. Actually, it's not loaded now because YouTube is filtered, and I do not have a proxy for now. But you can check the email here, and I'm describing how can you create a hidden mail server. Okay, but I've created a@b.com in this mail, and I should and I can connect to it using a mail client like Thunderbird, and I should now, after successful logging to the mail server, I should send an email to admin @utctf.onion. The first clue is here. The next email is behind an onion address, so it's behind Tor. It can be in the same server which b.com is there, b.com's mail server is stand there, or it can be a separate mail server which is behind another Tor. So it can be utctf.onion. Or, as I've told you, it can be here. The admin@utctf.onion's mail server can be here. But it's obvious, if the mail server is here or is behind Tor, which IP will connect to the SMTP server? Obviously, the sender's real IP address is not transferred to Tor hidden service. So Tor will redirect or tunnel the request from user to the mail server. Okay, so the main connection is here, or Tor will send to the mail server, this mail server or this mail server. The mail server, the SMTP server, sees only the Tor's IP address, or the main server is Tor. It's not the IP address in here. Actually, it can be leaked by mail client. The real IP address can be leaked by mail client, but it's not important for the question. So let's assume that the utctf.onion's mail server is in the same place which the main server is working. I mean, there is another mail server here. Both of them is behind Tor. Let's making forward or backward, I don't know. The Z order doesn't. Okay, it's not important. This is utctf.onion. Actually, we don't know which scenario is used in the question, but both scenarios have the same way for solving. And this is the main mail server. So If you want to send an email to the admin@utctf.onion, you will contact your main mail server, and it will deliver your email to utctf.onion's domain. As I've told you, if the utctf.onion is behind another server's Tor, so the contact IP is one localhost, and even here it's again localhost. So the SMTP server sees the sender's IP as 127.0.0.1, the localhost IP address. So we should create an SPF with this IP for pass the SPF. Okay, so till now we know that the SPF should be allow 127.0.0.1. So it's okay. The one of the main path for solving the question is this: SPF record with this IP, with allowing this IP. So for DKIM, what should we do for bypassing DKIM? Okay, we know what we know about DKIM. We know that the selector is DKIM. It was given in hint. DKIM selector for email signing is DKIM. But we should have a public key for putting in the TXT record, and we do not have any public keys here. But there is a second clue here. We use Tor and the hidden service. The hidden service itself contains a public key and a private key. Let me show you. And let's find the host name for a hidden service. Actually, I recreated the question, so the hidden service address is not the same as here. Oh, where is it? Again. If I ask Tor for this onion address, it will give me some public key. So this seems to be the public key of DKIM signature, because I've told you that the only public and private keys is Tor's private key. So if you want to know how to fetch the public key and how to create a PEM formatted public key of Tor's hidden service public key, you can check my post about Onion Farm writeup, which I posted in 2019, and the farm up is here, the writeup is here, and this is the script that I've used for gaining the public key. As you can see, the public key is gained, and after that we should extract the public key from it, because this is only a public key bytes with a what's it, the modulus. So you can read how to create the public key from here, but the same procedure is done for this question, and you can grab the public key for the hidden service. So now we have public key, and we know the DKIM selector, the DKIM selector's name, which is DKIM. So public. Okay. We have two main parts of the question: SPF record and DKIM key. So we should have a real b.com, and it is DNS. We should add two TXT records, one for SPF with allowing localhost IP, one for DKIM. You can create some temporary domains from I don't know 1.tk .tk, or you may have a domain for the challenge. It's based on your selection. So I have a domain named onionharvester.ir. I extract the public key of the hidden service and create the DKIM record here. This is the selector, this is ._domain key, and the real domain is here, onionharvester.ir, DKIM._domain key .onionharvester.ir. You can check if it's working or not. Server 1.1.1.1 set type equals txt DKIM ._domain key .onionharvester.ir, and you can see that the DKIM public key is attached here, and you can verify that SPF record is here or not. I'm not talking about the details of SPF, but it says that if the sender IP is not 1.2.3.4, then reject it. onionharvester.ir says that I'm not responsible for any other IP addresses except 1.2.3.4. Okay, it's for test. Let's see what's happening here. For the main mail server, I've used HMail server, which is a free server for Windows. I have created previously my account named salmon@onionharvester.ir, and I have configured to the Thunderbird. Thunderbird use Tor to connect to this hidden service, and let's check if it's connecting to the hidden mail service. Okay, something happens here. The SSL-TLS connection handshaking done, and it's logging to the server, and everything seems to be right. So I can check my inbox, and as you can see, the log here is behind onion address. And I want to show you that my email address is here, but the outgoing SMTP server and IMAP server is this onion address, and I've used proxy for Tor, and proxy DNS when using SOCKS v5 for connecting to the hidden mail server. So the onionharvester.ir is here. There are two txt records here, one for SPF, one for DKIM. Now I'm going to send an email to admin at @utctf.onion SpamLess email. For example, this email is not a spam. Okay, the first mail server is hmail server, as I've told you, and the second one is mock mail server, which I've downloaded from GitHub. Mock Java SMTP server. Oh, it's here. It's here. Where was it? Where was it? Okay, it's here. It's a mock server for testing SMTP, and I've downloaded it and changed some code for checking SPF and DKIM. As you can see, the SPF is get from the email's domain if it's passed, so valid SPF is true, and if not, it's false. And again, for DKIM, I get the public key from the domain with the selector DKIM, as it's gave to us. It has gave to us from the hint here, and then it's verified the key with the private key that it has in its own. I mean this private key of the hidden service. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Script, hidden service. This private key, I mean. This is the private key for the public key of the hidden service. Okay. So if both are correct, I should receive the flag. If not, actually the participant cannot see the hmail server or mock, but I want to show you just for know what is happening. So I'm going to send email. I'm sending email to admin @utctf.onion. The email is received in main mail server. After it's received, the main mail server it is send it to the admin @utctf.onion mail server, and as you can see, email from someone at onionharvester.ir received. It didn't pass SPF, but it passed DKIM. So it was because proof of concept. If I change the IP address to localhost, let's verify if it's changed. Yes. I'm going to resend another email. I don't know. Let's forward the sent mail. As you can see here, it's connected to hidden mail service and found the SpamLess email. Okay, I'm going to resend admin@utctf.onion, the email to admin@utctf.onion, and I'm going to send it. Okay, again, another TCP connection handled, and as you can see, all the connections are from localhost. Actually, this mail client is connected to mail server using Tor, and because of that, all the IP addresses are localhost. But let's see what happened here. Oh, okay. The SPF did not pass because the TXT records may be may have some time to be um, updated, and because of my mail cache, DNS cache, it's not updated. Maybe let's check the name server to. But before it, let's test another time if the SPF is not working. So I will uh, change my DNS. Okay, it's not working because SPF is not working. I'm going to change my DNS to 1.1.1.1 or 8.8.8.8. Let's check again. If not, I will wait some time to my cache being cleared. Okay, as I remember, the TTL is 10 minutes. As I know, it's the 10 minutes, and I should test after 10 minutes. But let's check if I can. I do not remember the exact command. IP config flash DNS. And let's check if the I've cleared the this mail servers. I mean this mail servers DNS cache because uh, I've changed my DNS record and it's still cached in here. And because of that, but the question is working. If I test it from another computer, I mean the mail server is ran from another computer, it will work. Let's check if I clear my cache. Is it going to work or not? Okay, the mail server receives the email. Oh no. I restart the program again and again and again. It's the problem of caching. Okay, so the SPF has been passed. And if SPF has been passed, as you can see, I received an email. The flag is welcome to SpamLess world. So we received the flag. And if the SPF and DKIM is passed, you can see that flag sent to someone at an unharvester.ir. So this is the write-up of a SpamLess question of UT CTF 2021, and hope you enjoy it, both the CTF and the write-up. You can join my YouTube channel and or my Telegram channel for being in contact and know the recent posts I'm publishing in Sundays. Okay, have a good time and goodbye.